keys play an important role, as you can imagine, in the overall touch and feel of a piano, and in particular the key bushings. There are bushings on the front rail that rub up against this front rail pin, and there are bushings on the balance rail that rub up against the balance rail pin, and then there's also the balance rail hole, which is very critical. All these things have to have the proper amount of friction and not too much. Too much and too little are both bad things when it comes to friction. Here's an example. I'm just putting a little weight on the back end of the key here to simulate the weight of the action. Here's an example of one that's pretty close to perfect. It just gently slides down under its own weight. Here's one that's just simply too tight. Now this is not the button or the balance rail bushing. This is tightness of the balance rail hole. So there's a specific way you ease that hole. You don't want to make it generally larger because that's going to result in a key that pulls back and forth. So you want to ease it on the sides and not the front and back. So that's the use of this tool. It's wedge shaped, but it's flat on two sides. So I insert it down through the button and then rotate it 90 degrees so that the wide part is pressing against the sides of the key shoe. And then I just gently compress those wood fibers just a little bit. It's smooth, it's not rough at all, so I'm not removing any wood, I'm just compressing it a little bit. So let's try with this one. Give you an example, remind you what it looks like at first. Then I'm just going to ease that balance rail, that shoe a little bit, and see what kind of a difference it made. It's now dropping just under its own weight, and that's about perfect. What I usually like to do at these times too is just give the front rail bushing a little squirt of Teflon spray, and just gives it a little bit of a smoother feel. That's nice.